I have nothing set up. My lights have stopped working. I have no idea. I've lost all control over my life. So bear with. I think my Wi-Fi is having a funny 5 minutes. Yes, my 2.5G network seems to have stopped, which means the light can no longer connect. So bear with while I network engineer Wi-Fi connect. Just a normal stream, indeed. Okay. Why is my 2.5G network not 2.5Ging? Switch that off and switch that on again. I will. Hello to everyone who's here. I am paying pretty much zero attention. I don't really want to have to restart my router. That sounds like a bad time for everyone, but I don't know why my 2.5G network is not appearing. Strange. I literally cannot see my network. Oh, interesting. I see it there. Why can I not see it on my phone? Something clicked. Something made like an electronical click noise, like the kind you don't want to hear. Okay, I'm on the 2.5G network now. Well, it's not actually my phone I care about. It's my key light, because apparently my light has to be Wi-Fi, and I can't just turn a light on. Absolutely. What is this? This is 2025. I can't just turn a light on. Searching for accessories. I've got to reset this now. Oh, okay. Hang on. Right. 3 flashes and we're back. I don't know if I can... It's now just on, which I'm kind of happy to accept for now. Oh, connect. Need my Wi-Fi password, which obviously I don't know. All right, is it this one? Connecting. I don't mind intelligent stuff, right? I think it's kind of fun to play with and I enjoy setting it up. However, a lot of it is just a little bit shit and it's kind of frustrating when it doesn't work. Oh, don't do that to me. Why would you? Waiting for the Elgato Keylight Mark II C908. This can take up to 60 seconds. What's it doing? Up to 6 seconds to what? Doesn't need to be a dick about it. I mean, it's on. Indeed. Well, this is it. So this is kind of the rule we have in my house. Is my wife's kind of okay for me to slowly integrate smart things, but there has to be a sensible override. So that's why my soon-to-be smart heating has a physical switch that you can touch to get heat in the house. It's kind of working. I'm kind of just going to leave this. It's just sort of spinning. It's been more than 60 seconds. Well, I don't have a, so I don't, I use a, I've got a Sony camera, so I don't use Elgato for the camera. It's literally just the key light. The key light is absolutely really good. Connection failed. I need to restart the Elgato Wi-Fi adapter. Why is that a separate bit of software? What is that doing? I'm a software engineer by trade. That's my thing. Right, I'm gonna try like one last try because it is on. Right, I might as well start setting everything else up. At least it is on. I don't like it when I can't control things. CD. That is a solid amount to spend on a keyboard. Good for you. I hope you got a good one. I've probably spent that on keyboards so far in total, maybe. Oh shit, what am I doing? Bin. Right. Let's see if this works. Let's bring this up here. And I think I have a button for this, which kind of sort of half makes it the right size. Righty-tighty. Okay, all this is working. The camera's a little bit high. A bit more side profile than I was expecting. It's definitely moved. I use like everything. I'm not really that kind of fussed on language. Like I obviously enjoy C++, but I don't necessarily exclusively use that. I do a whole mixed bag of things. Okay, right. Let's see if this still builds. I don't know why. It's a little bit sad. I think I might need to redo my 2.5G network. Is very sad. Anyway, right. I'm getting distracted. What was on the list? Aha, okay. So we need to do this first, and there's a few other bits. So basically, what I want to do today is to remove all the hard-coded 192 by 1080s that have littered the code, because that is bad. Do that, soon do full screen. I have not, despite being told I need to change my OBS layout so that it automatically captures full screen apps. I have not done that, so we'll see what mess we end up in with that. That'll be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this. I'm not sure if it's really necessary. Like if you're running in a window, you're running in a window. Like I don't think I care. So I might deprioritize this so we can literally just get down to these last few bits. So at the moment, I want to tidy up the code a bit, so we're reliant a little bit less on hard-coded shaders. I'm also, sorry, on hard-coded dimensions. I'm also kind of trying to get my lights to work, because I don't know why the 2.5G network, although these lights are on the 2.5G network. So anyway, I'm going to get wrapped up in my head about things I can't control. I've got some new fans from the Microsoft VS Dev team. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Can you Prez GOT? Can you elaborate? Yeah, I had to import my key. I got a ducky one, which I had to import from the US, which means unfortunately a couple of the keys are the wrong way around, and the enter key is a little bit is sadly undersized. But apart from that, it looks pretty sweet. Yeah, but what about the Visual Studio Dev team? AC here, resubbing. Thank you very much. I feel like this camera. I feel like everything is slightly off today, and it's putting me on edge. How do you know? Oh, that's cool. How do you know that? Tell me more. You can't just drop feed these little tidbits of interesting information. Give me more. You know what's going on. Okay, let's see. So I think we should just RG like 1920 and see. Does RG respect git ignore? Because I feel like it should be looking in assets for this. Because it's definitely in there somewhere. It's literally just in the blur. It's like the only place I hard code it. I thought it was in the SSAO as well. What did I call it in there? Anyway, we might just have to randomly find these. I did not know respects get ignored. That is interesting. I assume there's a flag to remove that. So in camera tests, which I don't care about. So in the whole, all the source code, it's only used once. That's not too bad. Oh, that's cool. Thank you very much. How cool. I should get a shout out. Hope they don't find that I occasionally I generally quite like Windows as operating system, but for comedic effect, I obviously say things that might be a little bit inflammatory, but it's all in good faith. Lots of questions, which I'm happy to answer because it means I can put off doing what I need to do. They all use Macs, of course they do. Any tips for software-based interviews? I think pretty classic one. Don't lie and bullshit your way through because people can tell. Clearly show that what you're passionate about. Talk about side projects and things that you're interested in. Kind of show that what you're doing maybe outside. I know it feels like homework, but if you are passionate around the role or the technology, then you need to kind of show that. What kind of games have we been developing? It's a little puzzle game. It is wrapping it toward the end. I had to click on this stream task. What is Lua's goal? Lua's goal is to be a simple to embed scripting language. My goal is to use it as a simple to embed scripting language. I guess less glib answer would be we're using it to define the level logic. Yes, of course. I think this is sort of general advice. Okay, right. Let's open up an editor. Let's write some copart disable, and then let's go to assets blur.frag. So here we got 192. I think what I want to do is change the what's our main frag? It's simple frag, isn't it? I think I want to bring in the camera and probably just, as this is a UBO, probably just slap in the width, the window width and the height here, because then it's just sort of written once and everyone has access to it. Well, we're all going to be waiting for that video, I'm afraid, because I've got no real plans to do a follow-up. I hate to say it. It might be fun as a live stream project, but I've got kind of no plans at the moment to continue it because I've got a bunch of other stuff in the pipeline I want to get through first. Let's do float width. Let's be a little bit more explicit. Window width. Window height. And then where we could actually do the inverse on the CPU because you don't have to do it once rather than once per fragment, but I'm not too fussed. Next project. Better shaders. Window width and price goatee. Subs, thank you very much. With Prime. Yeah, I stream where I can, twice a week, normally. I wrote Wando. I have wrote Wando. Maybe that's what I meant. It's possible to say. The most important thing about that, though, is that I copy and pasted it, so I actually have the error twice. That is the most important part. Oh, 3 subs. Thank you very much. How very kind. Thank you very much. Oh. We are hype training. I don't really know what that means, but I assume it's good. I've not heard of Phil. Have I heard of Phil C? Yes, I saw that post on our CPP, but I didn't have really a chance to look at it, so I must admit I don't have an opinion on it. This is LazyVim. Yes, no, it's yes, it is LazyVim and Kickstart. I'm 35. Okay, so now let's go to the renderer, because now in our rando struct for the camera, do I have to align? That's the point. Where's the camera? Or do I just write them straight in? Is that going to work for me? Do I have any? Does OpenGL have any alignment requirements around like just loose floats? Like, is that with stud 140? Can I just slap those in? I think I can, because isn't stud 140 is a good one. Bless you. I guess there's only one way to find out. Make res, and then we'll build that. I cannot. Unfortunately, I cannot offer career advice like that because I've never worked in the games industry, so I have literally no idea what the industry is like. I kind of on the outside of the glass, peeking in, so to say. This is still spinning, which is exciting, and I actually cannot kill the process now, so that's even more exciting. Because I literally cannot control myself from trying to play with this on the side. I have no idea what GLEXT scalar block layout is. Oh, is that an extension which means you don't have the rando padding? I'm going to infer from context. Okay, let's see if this blurs. Nice. I wonder if I have that. Is it quite a common extension? Because I'm more willing to use extensions in the next project, so I kind of want to push the boundary a little bit more with OpenGL. Ooh, I have goofed. I didn't realize I had it available in the assets simple vert. Now we get to make the resources again. Yeah, I mean, I can not necessarily agree with, but I can understand the need for certain alignment requirements. But I don't know, I've got a half decent GPU, and I'm not really doing too much with it. I feel I can trade off a little bit of inefficiency for a little bit of a nicer, easier life. But maybe I'm just being idealistic about it all. Well, I'm not going to try now because I'm not re-architecting it, but for next project, it's good to know. It's all going to be vertex pulling anyway next time, and rando and pin memory. No, not pinned. What's it? Persistent mapped buffers. What have I... Is it because it's also not in the... Oh, I bet no. I bet I've got it in other. I've got to find it in all the shaders, haven't I? They've all got it. Right. Okay. So barrel, line, and SSAO, and a few others. Okay. E assets. Barrel frag. Hold on 1 moment, caller. E assets, SSAO, frag, E assets, line, frag. Okay, that doesn't have it there, so let's try that again. Otherwise, I will just look at the error log. I'll actually look at the error log and it'll tell me which shader it's failing to compile. Yeah, gonna go full ASDO, 4.6 ASDO on the next one. Binders. I've convinced myself I'm going to do binders textures, even though I'm going to feel the pain when I can't use render doc. Tricksy. I'm going to use command. I'm going to use indirect rendering, which will involve you creating a command list. Yeah. Well, I mean, indirect rendering is part of 4.6 core, so I don't think I need an extension for that. Right, where are we having a bad time? Game 139. Floor. What? Oh, checkerboard. God, this is painful. Sorry. But I thought with maybe that's different because with indirect rendering, don't you upload a buffer full of effectively draw commands to the GPU, and then you just invoke the draw command once and it runs through them? How does that? I guess what I don't understand is I don't understand what the difference between NV command list is and indirect rendering, and that's just my ignorance. No, like I'm pretty comfortable with CMake now. It's really not that bad. You can, God, what? This was definitely working like the other day. Why is that crashing? Okay, let's begin. Very strange. Okay, let's just run this under a debugger and see what's going on. Oh, okay. No, well, in which case I'm not going to go that far. I'm just probably going to stick with MDI. I probably prefer Clang, but honestly, both the latest of them are pretty good. The program. Sorry, I didn't have exceptions on, or didn't have catch exceptions on. I see. Yeah, I've probably no plans to use that. Okay. Oh, I bet I know exactly what this is in buffer right. I bet I've not. I bet camera buffer isn't big enough. I bet camera buffer is not big enough. So wherever I do write camera data to UBO, camera buffer is here we go. Plus size of reflection wouldn't even be an issue. Soon. Okay. That looks like a blur to me. Looks like the SSAO is still SSAOing. Physics. I was going to say physics still physicsing. That is a poor example of the physics because that is a known issue. Okay, hang on. Let me have a look. Video capture properties default. This one. Okay, it's a great soundtrack. How's that? Are we crunking? Nice. Just need to put a donk on it and we can get going. Okay, so that's that done. I think is that all of them? Okay, nice. I think that's a commit. So this is all one big commit, really, isn't it? So yeah, fine, commit. Pass window size to shaders. Boom, one done. Tick off the list. Right, handle full screen. I believe Haran has already told me how to do this. Let me get this up in a slightly more safer window. Great. Thanks, Microsoft. All the nice things I was saying about you, and this. Indeed. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, Raymond Chen, who's like a really old school Microsoft employee, he's like 30th line support, I think, for really miserable issues, has an incredible blog called The Old New Thing, where he goes through really interesting corner cases of Windows development and platform, and it's a super interesting blog. Yes, unfortunately, we still have daylight saving times. I don't understand why, but I'm not in charge yet. Frederick Delhoum wants to know if there's a simple example of code that switches an application from window to full screen. He then included a code fragment that did some crazy things with parent windows and hiding and showing. You're making it way harder than it needs to be. Let's start with our Scratch program and make these changes. I do one criticism, some syntax highlighting would be nice. Kind of everything, but you know. So on L button up, I assume this is what triggers you going to full screen. So you get the window long, which is the style, I think. Well, with the it gets window specific information packed into a long, so you'll get the style. If it's overlap window, get window placement monitor info, set window long, take off that, set window pause that, else this. To avoid anything, toggle our full screen on click. When the button goes up, we check whether we're currently in normal mode or full screen by snipping on our window styles. If we're in normal mode, we save the current window placement and get dimensions. I just want to just start in windowed mode, so I think I can just set some of this in our window class, right? And probably pass it in as like a command line arg. Okay, so I'm trying to work out if I need to be able to, I guess I do want to be able to toggle this. Oh, what an incredibly British reference to modules. I love it. I'm still not sure where I stand with modules. Like, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I think I understand the problem they're trying to solve. I'm just not sure if they solve it, and I just don't have enough hands-on experience with it. And I just did not have the effort to do that with this project. Okay, let's do start. I think. Is that it? Is it window red? Probably should be window style. I think it was just kind of, I'm not in the, oh, that's a, whoa, I didn't see that. I don't know, I am tempted for the next project to start off with modules to see how I feel and then reserve the rights to back out if it's a massive nightmare, because I really want some hands-on experience with it. It just really depends whether I can get it to work with my weird tooling. Although I might just use Clang CL for the next one. It's probably got the best module support, so I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. So I'm just adding some gubbins here. So this will probably have some logic in it here to handle setting it. In fact, we could even do this now. So where's the constructor? Ooh. Got a lot of code in here. Right. We just default that, and then at the end of here we do set mode window mode full screen, and then actually I feel like we should probably have some of this. We should definitely have some more logging in here. What stood Hermite? Oh, today I learned. Computes the physicist Hermite polynomials with a degree n in the argument x. Well, there we go. Since 17. I don't know. What a great addition. There you go. You can impress someone in your interview with that. So what was the best addition to C++ 17? You'd be like, oh, stood Hermite. Be like, this geezer. I know, right? It's like when oh, what's kind of 17? What do I really need? Well, I really need like optional. Yeah, okay, we've got that. Really variant, got you covered. Any, got you covered. File system, sure, it might not be what you want, but it's certainly what you've got. And Hermines. Oh mate, you gotta be really careful though, because like, if your n is above 128, you are on your own. You have to check check the docs for your platform. Yeah, well, of course, yes. I know Haran's favorite feature. Oh my goodness, we got the Legrand and the Ligure. I didn't realize we had all this. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, that slipped under the radar. That is one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked by exotic polynomials. Auto to string window mode string hash include string and then switch mode using enum window mode case full screen turn full screen case windowed turn windowed default. Or if I throw, but I'm just gonna unknown. That's not gonna do anything. Okay, so that just helped me print it out. Okay, so So when we set mode, at this point we can guarantee that the window's fully set. So we'll set the mode to that, and then I need to do whatever gubbins I was told here. Yeah, I know we're getting. Well, it's included in alg, isn't it? But it's based on Blaz. Sorry, Rand, I'm just in your comment. Need to add mode arc into. Well done. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not getting any errors here. Do you know what I mean? I feel like my LSP is not LSPing. Like, should that? Oh, who knows? Everything is terrible, and I hate it all. Make do without. Okay, so if I'm trying to understand which one is which. So we get the overlap style. If it's got the overlapped, does that mean it's in full screen mode? For a normal mode, we save the current window placement and put the dimensions on the current remote, and then the magic happens. We move. Overlaps not. Okay, so this checks the style. If it is okay, if it is overlapped, so this is the bit that transforms it to full screen. So this is basically what I want to do, right? So I'm just gonna copy some of this. Auto mi equals monitor in monitor info, and I need to pass the size of I sure. I'm going to cut out this and start again. I don't know. There you go. Oh, is it because it doesn't like this random Windows X file? Who knows what the hell that does? I think it's got. I think this file has bigger problems. Anyway, we'll carry on. We'll keep on tracking. If get window placement window. What do I call my wind when it's at home? Window. Oh, I see. I save it off. Okay, fine. Sure. Static auto WP prev equals window placement size of WP prev. Just stick that there for later. WP prev. If get window placement, what's the doc say about that? I assume that returns something that doesn't look like returns a big angry ball. It does. If the function sees the return value, so if that doesn't equal 0, I prefer to be explicit by the wording. I know it's bool and they have type defs for that, but when it explicitly says if the function succeeds, the return value is non-zero, I just personally opt for that. You are up to you whether you want to follow me on that or not. And have some short circuiting, please. Get monitor okay, I'm only supporting one window, so I'm kind of happy to make some concessions about that. But yes, I figured it's where you're basically going to stuff the data. They just make it a global, which also doesn't really help if you've got more than one window. We're one window system here. Get monitor info when. Oh my goodness. It's got sort of nested misery here. To get monitor function receives information about display monitor. So I have to call monitor from window and shove that into the monitor info. Got you. So this then becomes monitor from window. Everyone's favorite. Monitor default to primary, not the nearest window. MI doesn't equal 0. Then what's the set window long? Return. I think I might need to ensure this. Returns long. Notice the return value is the previous value of the return fails. If the function fails, the return value is 0. Okay, so I feel like I should be, rather than silently ignoring these, I should be catching these. Right. I don't really like the idea. I'm going to just change this slightly. So let's ensure could not get window placement. Const. Then we'll just do ensure doesn't equal 0. Ensure doesn't equal 0. Could not get monitor info. Okay. So if we get through all those, then we can ensure that window launch. Window Jewel style. I should have already captured this. Const auto current style equals get window get wall long window style. Okay. Ensure current style doesn't equal 0. Could not get window style. So window, please. Thank you. Oh, good program. Check them. Burn. Burn. You thought I was going to notice that. Good program would remember to call variables by the right name, but here we are. Okay, let's get rid of that. So set window long doesn't equal 0. In fact, does get window long? Does this return? Function fails to return value 0. Fine. Right, there's a lot of like just typing nonsense in this one, isn't there? Right. Could not set window style. Oh, hang on. I need to do some rando bit twiddling here. style and tilde. So get rid of the overlapped window flag. Oh, just quit near him as well, right there. Don't worry about it. No, but no one really uses x87 anyway. I don't think any compilers make x87 code, so I don't know. I don't even know if x87 has a cos. Okay, so we remove the overlap bit. Okay, and then we're gonna go ensure that window pos. What are you returning when you're at home? Function seems to return back as non-zero. So ensure window underscore wind top, then mi dot rc monitor dot left. I'm already bored of typing that. Top, right, left, bottom. Nope, close. So left, top, right minus mi dot rc monitor dot left. FRR. Steady. Bottom, top, and then the classic SWP no own Z order. So I couldn't read that in all caps. No owner Z order, obviously. Ord with swoop frame change. That sounds terrifying. Let's see what that's going to do. That doesn't equal 0. Failed to set window pos. Right, we happy? You're right. I do want that to be swapped as well. I just want to get it to work first. I'm not actually that fussed about twiddling it. I just want to just see if it works, and then we can. You know what I mean? That's just. Then this will be an if statement, and then it will check based on mode what it's going to do, and it will pop or unpop it. Just go for it. Let's just see what. Just yell at it. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to see if I can move it into full screen mode first, and then I'll add the additional logic for twiddling it. Mode 242. Are you not? That's an. Oh, I see. Yeah. So what I should do actually is at the end of this, call set mode. Which will set it again anyway, but it will actually go through the logic of doing it. It's a little bit gross, but it's not the end of the world. When we call window, so here I want window mode, full screen. Nope, not that one. Full screen. Yeah, I thought that was strange. Missing some commas. Okay. You're right. I am missing some commas. The Zig power play. 6. I guess that's current style. I have no idea what it's going to do to OBS if it does work, by the way, so bear with. Could not get monitor info on 372. I didn't really. So this can't fail as far as I can tell. Because I do have 2 monitors. So this should... I suppose I could just... let me check. Sorry, what was it? We don't like... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Because that's... What you're saying is probably that. I guess with round brackets, it would initialize it. No, good point. That is a typo there. That might have just been the issue before anyway, right? Because I guess, oh God, I guess this probably has a different. What? Window placement. What's this called? Length. Obviously. PB size and length. Obviously. So I have, what I can see is 3/4 of my screen is black. Then so the game renders, but in the bottom left-hand corner, why is it not so? Why does it not? I assume everyone there just saw the top right-hand corner because that's what I share, which was just a black screen. Get dimensions. Where's that? Oh, I don't update the. Interesting. Okay, fine. But wouldn't the viewport just cut it off? No, I'm not full screening on construction, which is a good point. I do. I'm pretty sure I'm referencing the width and the height fine, because it's just cutting to the bottom left. There is no swap chain, right? But I do suspect I'm probably not telling OpenGL something. Yes, I think that's the issue. So what do I need to do? Because I kind of want the 1920 resolution across the whole screen, and then I could just change that in the future. So this is where I create the window with these dimensions. Right. But then I immediately call basically step mode. Do I need to update the OpenGL viewport? Is that what I need to do? But his. But I want to. Maybe I misunderstood what this does. Why does this not stretch what the current dimensions I've got across the whole screen? Do I need to? I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I'm trying to understand what I'm doing wrong, because what I'm observing is I've got a full screen window, but I'm only painting over the bottom left at 1920 by 1080. What I want is to paint over the whole window and stretch the 1920 by 1080 over the whole thing. It stretches, but your code thinks the window is still 1080p. So does that mean width and height needs to return the size of the window? Got you. Okay, fine. I think I'm with you now. So should I update width and height here? Width equals is it these two? I'm kind of happy to update them because a lot of the infrastructure already uses that. But yeah, I guess I could just poll it within the in the function call. I like how the loading screen is always white in the upper right hand corner as well. You can't see this, but the rest of it is black. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, that is. I wish you guys could see this because it is weird. Can I? How does one OBS capture full screen? Display capture source, ensure the base canvas. How do I get it? I only want it to capture when there's a full screen window in play. I don't think I can do that in the scene in OBS. So what do? Do I add a filter? Yeah, but the point is I don't actually really want to share the rest of my screen. I suppose I could toggle it afterwards. Game capture. Where is this going though? Is this in filters? Or do I take, or is it a new source? Game capture. Here, what's this? Create new game capture. Capture any full screen application. Here we go. Right, I'm gonna tell me if this works. Because I won't be able to see. I suppose I could tune in on my phone. Boost those numbers a bit. Yeah. I need to fit it. Properties. All right. Tell me what I want. Oh, you can't see it. I've moved the OBS window over, but it's hidden. I suspect the issue is that I only capture, my whole thing is set up to only capture a segment of my screen. Yeah, let's just get up and render doc. And hang on, I need to. Got to rebuild it without tech support because my render doc, because my font rendering is hosed. Love. Just let that rebuild. Right. So I have to, if I want to capture a specific window, I have to select from an existing list. It will not let me enter a string to match. Oh, okay, fine. So I guess the question is, I would like it if the game capture changed the capture resolution, but I guess that's not going to happen. What if I just change? I can't change it while I'm streaming. Yeah, but what I think is I don't think it changes my capture size, so I don't think this is going to work anyway. No, hang on, what am I going to do? Right, launch application. Give me a second. I just spin up the old doc. We'll have a look. Hang on, let me just. Right, let's. At least if I get capture, hopefully I can show you what's going on. I'm not massive fan of Maltesers. Hot take. Okay, I've got a capture. So this is what I see. I see my tiny little window here, and then the skybox here. So clearly but why? Right, I'm going to say it again. Maybe because I don't understand. Why should I have to resize the frame buffers? I only want to render them 1080 in 190 by 1080, right? I only want to render 1080p. I just want it to be stretched across the full screen. Transform the capture and crop it. Let me just see if I can. Just going to see if I can get OBS to capture this. Otherwise, I need to start thinking about what is going on here. Ah, I just locked my mouse, so I can't. I can't move the mouse to change OBS. Can I do it with a keyboard? Okay, it's not going to work for me. What's the plan, team? Need to scale. Yeah, well, let's have a look at what the render is. Oh, actually, let's have a look at what we're actually doing here. So, color pass, cleared that out. Oh, interesting. It's created. I don't know if you can see that. It's created a 3840 by 2160 texture, but I don't want it to. But I don't want that. Like, the resolution I set is what I want everything to adhere to. So maybe I need to keep the width and height the same. And then set the. Yeah, I'm wondering if I. Yeah, but like, again, right. Say I set this, okay? Surely that's still going to be 1920 and that's still going to be 1080 because that's still the resolution I want. Or do I set this to be the do I need to separate out resolution from window size? Is that something I need to separate out? So if we don't set these, right? Also, is GL viewport. Okay, fine. Also, is GL viewport cheap to call? Can I just call that on every frame? Launch this. I want to get full screen working, and then I never want to use it again. Right. So where's so this is what I see now. Hang on. Oh, interesting. Okay, fine. Hang on. This is interesting. So we render out everything to a 1920 by 1080 thing. Look, this is full bufferage, and then at the end, literally on the final call pass, where we draw that, and then when we blit it, the default frame buffer has the full screen dimensions. This is the default frame. So where is the default frame buffer created? That's got to be in the renderer somewhere, right? It's got to be in Windows somewhere, right? Where is the where do you set the size? Where's that set? I can't think where. Well, yeah, I'm sure it probably is. Well, this is where I resolve them, and then I init OpenGL, right? And then none of this has a width or a format. How strange. Unless I have changed the window size, so presuming that does change the back buffer size. So what I need to do is yeah, it is, I think. So if you go to the renderer, right? I just send it to 0. This is the final one. What I'm saying is yes, that's what's happened. When I've resized it, it's Windows has created a new back buffer for me with a different size. Is there no? But I don't understand because like can you not have different resolutions in a full screen game? Change the final read every width height in it to Windows size. Oh, interesting. Yes, I see what you mean. What's a hacky way of doing this? Just like ×2 and ×2, just for now. Like, just to prove it runs. Yes, I think that might just be it. I think I just need to paste it over the full window. In which case, I do need to separate out window size from resolution. I don't know why this is white to start with. Cool, no worries. Oh, that died. Source and destination must be identical with the current filtering modes. Okay, right. Well, what are my alternatives? GLinear. Because I expect it to be blurrier, right? I expect it to be blurrier because I'm stretching it over. But I didn't write the driver. Also, I don't know why it's only clearing. You can't see it, but it's only clearing this part of. It's not clearing the whole screen. Current filtering modes. Well, am I getting invalid operation? Like none of these, I don't know. So these are all the invalid operations I could have, right? I don't care about depth or stencil buffers, that's fine. Color bits, the read buffer contains fixed point and frame point values, and age draw buffer contains neither fixed point or unsigned values. This is technically true anyway, right? The read buffer contains fixed point, and age draw buffers contains neither fixed points nor floating. And I guess it is fixed point. It's generation. Strange. I feel like we're close. The other. But why can I not stretch it, basically? The other width and height need to be the same, but I've tried it. Like, it's there, mate. Unless that's like, yeah, like, what's my. Oh, there is no GL stretch. I could just like hard code it. I guess I got it wrong. But I don't see why that would make any difference. Might have to render a full screen quad. It's just like Blissing is so like nice, as in like it's such a simple solution. I may just have to stretch the quad. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, fine. I guess it's technically a post-processing effect. Just have a look. Just OpenGL splits to different resolution. How to render lowest, stretch the full screen. You need to render. Someone here just says that you need to render to a textual render buffer, then do a GL blit frame buffer to the actual default frame buffer. Like that's what I'm doing. Unless I need to change the view. Is this? Lit to larger resolution. Someone's like, this seems to suggest that this is possible. OpenGL blit this. Come on, it's almost like this. So none of this is. Oh, hang on. So, oh, I think the issue is the back buffer also has 8 times ms. I think this is a hangover from when I started to try and implement multi-sampling. I think I started trying to do it in the native window. This is annoying because I almost certainly said this will be an issue later. Because someone just said online, I just saw it said that sometimes you have this issue if you're trying to change size across multi-sampled, with trying to change resolution and have different multi-sample levels. Oh, damn it! Genuinely thought it was going to work. I just need to check though that has worked. So let's just go back to the renderer. Built that. So I just wanted to check that I've definitely turned that off in, because the inputs are this, which only has one MIP and no multi-sampling, but the output of this has one MIP and 8x ms. Apologies for the blank screen. MS2? Where's... Oh, interesting. Does that... Do I need to, like... Oops. No, I think the issue... I still need GL enable, right? I still want OpenGL to support multi-sampling. I just don't want it on the actual back buffer. I'm surprised this has worked at all, to be honest. I think I just get rid of this, and it just doesn't check those in. This will work. Did I actually revert the upscaling size? No, I didn't. Right, okay. Again, like the projection matrix shouldn't change because I'm still rendering effectively to the same size. I just want to scale it over the whole back buffer. But I will mean we can go and double check, but I'm pretty sure that's not the issue. God damn it! Unless it doesn't like. Yes, I do need linear. I'm going to give this a try, and then we'll run it back through render doc to check I've removed the multi-sampling. And at which point I don't know. I might just have to render it as a full screen quad. That crashed somewhere else. Oh, I didn't see that. Good spot. Thank you. This will work. Oh, this will work. We'll be full screening with a slightly blurry resolution, but that's fine. Oh, it doesn't look great. I think that's the MSAA then being scaled again. It doesn't look great. Of course, presumably you can certainly see the top left, the top right hand corner. Okay, let's fix that for reals. Thanks, Wicko. Right. Okay. So here's a. It's not looking better, is it? Let's face it. Right. I need to return window width and height, and I guess resolution width and height. Of course, it's chocolate digestive. I prefer the caramel chocolate digestive, but you know. I know I can't be trusted. Okay, so this should really be what? Render width and render height. Okay. And then I'm going to want window. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. Don't worry, I've seen it. I've seen it. So this can continue to be. Do the new line there. Thank you very much. Render width and render height. And then I think because the amount of times I'm going to call them, I will take Haran's original suggestion and just calculate them here. And then we need to toggle it. Busy. How do I get this, isn't it? So I need to do this gubbins again. Probably a function. I'll sort that in a minute. Yeah. Let's do that now. So I want ink. And then we can do auto get monitor info monitor info, and that's going to take a window, and that's going to return a monitor info. That's going to there, and then that's going to do that, this, that, and the other. Don't need that. Get rid of that. Return mi. That's going to be game, and then we can just do. Right, now I can do const auto mi equals get monitor info window. Should be able to pass it in my object because the implicit cast. Pull that together. Bish bash bosh. Right, let's see if that blends. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of ways of doing it. I think from what I've got now, like, because I'm not supporting clicking and dragging window size, like it is the size it is. I don't see too much of an issue with this. Indeed. Oh, because I guess nothing will accept these new methods. Oh god, I'm going to change all the API now. So render routine width will now become render width, render height. What else am I missing them? Seems to be a lot of the main menu routine. Width will become render. Ooh, loads of them. Mostly yes. I like using the global namespace qualifier because it's a sort of visual indicator to me that it's something I didn't write. I slap it on basically third party and platform stuff. So at a glance, I'm like, oh, this isn't code that I've written or I own. So I do the same on all the Jolt code as well, and ASIMP code. It also instantly kicks in the autocomplete. Training return type is just something that I quite like now, so that's more just a personal idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy, that one. Okay, make run. I think I still need to change it in the renderer. Okay, I didn't actually want to run it. Now I finally should be able to do window dot window width. Oh, do I not have access to the window? Gross. Yeah, I mean, I think there are some advantages to it. Obviously, something templates return type based on the templated types, something better than decal type, whatever. No, camera doesn't have any reference, I think, to the window. They are separate. I could just pass in the window. Like, when you're ever going to be rendering to anything that's not a window. The two choices are either no, it's going to have to be, because if it changes, I'll need to know, and I don't really want to wire it all into the bus. So let's do window.h, and this will be const window const window. Oh, it's gonna have to percolate all the way through, isn't it? Tramp that data all the way down. That now will accept that, which is fine. So then if I go to the render routine, this is going to be like, oh, I do have the window. Yes. Doesn't work. Yeah, offline rendering. Let's have a fake window. Don't make it an interface. Make changes to all your instances at the same time. But I might not want to change. But I don't like that was a class member, right? But there are other things with .width in it, so it's kind of hard to know which those are. Like, I don't know. I think my setup's pretty good. Probably not the best. Right. So now, if we go to game, we should be able to try this full screen, full resolution. Let's go Let's go full ham on it. So that will be 3. Not that he'll be able to see it, but I'll be able to see it. Maybe something command line args. The project's going pretty good, actually. We've made quite good progress today. Oh, that is glorious. That looks pretty sweet. I still feel like there's some aliasing artifacts on some of those lines, but I don't know if that's just... I feel like the anti-aliasing... Oh no, the anti-aliasing is back. Oh, sorry, the aliasing is back, look. I don't know if you can see that. So do I still need... Do I still need this? Which one do I want? Which one do I need to be something like 0? Oh, thanks, Mr. or Mrs. Guacamole. What have I done there? Oh, do you have to specify it twice? Interesting. No, wait, what was I doing? Sample buffers ARB. Okay. Wonder if that will work. Oh, that's annoying. Can't, is that it's not fixed, is it? So why do I now get no anti-aliasing? So why do I now get no mipping? Render doc, help. Oh, how annoying. Thought we were done. I'm not even done, I've still got to toggle it. Yeah, but I want 0 for the main frame buffer because I render everything multi-sampled to my current frame buffers, and I blit it to the main frame buffer at the end, but that can't have any multi-sampling. Why has it got 2? And what? Right. So this has 8. Oh, is it where it stretches it? Is that introducing aliasing artifacts? Is it not? Do I need a different blend mode? Is it that fact that this should be GL nearest? Oh, I thought GL nearest was the aliasing one. As in the one that introduced... might be a problem for next stream. I'll have to cogitate on it. Oh, that looks awful. Okay, what was the render doc saying? So is this... Where do I draw the skybox? Actually, what I want is the input here. So that is I don't know. So this is everything is now 3840 by 2160, right? So when I'm rendering these to the output, okay, I should have. You see, yeah, it's not doing it, but it's got MS8 there. So why is that not? Why is none of this rendering with aliasing? Why is none of this rendering with anti-aliasing? No, do you not? But surely it's. But surely it's rendered to the. Like at the end of here, right? Presumably it's rendered to the frame buffer and done any anti-aliasing. Oh, which it has here, hasn't it? Oh, okay, fine. So that's anti-aliased, right? So that's fine because this is where I apply the SSAO, right? So the inputs are this, which should be resolved, and then the output is this. So this is fine. So then I do the I should probably capture this with those lines off. It's very hard to tell. That's there. But when I I've got the SSAO applied, but I feel like it's might have been stupid. Like can anyone else see this? Am I feel like at the end of this, I think I need a better capture. I need something with a. Well, hang on. So that's the output, which presumably, because it's not been resolved, doesn't have the anti-aliasing yet, right? So that is clearly a very hard edge there. And then, but then when we look at it as the input for another stage, right? The input for this stage, it's had the anti-aliasing applied. We had issues with NSA on the skybox. Let me take another capture. Let me take something that doesn't look against the skybox, and I'll turn the debug lines off. Right, what's... Yeah, I think you might be right. This all looks fine in here. I'm trying to be aware that you can only see the top right hand corner. But that all looks... It's literally against the skybox, isn't it? Let's see if I can get a capture in with everything in it. Interesting. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that line there is anti-aliased, but that is not. I don't know, because this is anti-aliased, right? And I just... And we can go back through. So it's not anti-aliased here now, but on the input to here it will be. And then after rendering the skybox, this is not anti-aliased. Because why is this output got no anti-aliasing? Where do we do the skybox? But I just render to the read buffer. Yeah, but the one has textures. I'm not convinced because without the texture, it's just going to be black, right? But it's still going to, along that edge. Is it just because it can't anti-alias? Because if you look up here, right, it's the same issue. And those are all textured. Let's get that in a capture. Is it because I'm doing the skybox last? Is it already? Are these black lines actually artifacts from the anti-aliasing with a black background, which are because it's just because this is my input, right? That's the application. Where's this? So what I need to do is change. What do you want? Change the blend mode. So when I create the skybox, I create the sampler somewhere. They currently use nearest. So you're suggesting I need linear? For what, min filter? Or linear map? Didn't we try this before and it was a horrible mess? I'll probably wrap this up in a minute because I'm exhausted, but I think we made pretty good progress. I think for now, we can kind of put this in we'll figure it out later because there's a bunch of other stuff on it. Actually, to be honest, no, we should probably just, no, I think we'll suffer through and get this fixed in the next stream because I really want to put a line under this and then go back to, because we're so close to getting this finished. Not convinced that's any better. And now I get the horrible, this is why I didn't do it before, so I get this weird artifact in the sky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Google around for it for skyboxes and NSAA. I could just chuck it away and just use FXAA. But undecided whether that's right or not. Seeing as next project we're going to have to use FXAA anyway because I want a deferred renderer, and I do have an example of it already working. I might just copy over my FXAA from another project and just see what that looks like. Undecided. Right, let me just comment on some of this because this has changed quite a lot. So let's commit remove multi-sampling from bank buffer. Pretty sure that's what that does. And then let's see, anything else that's a little bit smaller to commit, otherwise this is massive. Handle full screen in window. Kind of. Start of handle full screen. Because it doesn't, we can't toggle it yet. This is pretty much integrate full screen changes. I'm not going to do a build because it's not in a good state. 388. Okay. Apologies for the issues with the lighting at the start. I get to go fix that now, which is fun. Sunday, we'll do some more. It'll be fun. We'll try and fix this. I think we're pretty close. Like, we need to make full screen toggle, fix those artifacts, and then we're basically done with that. Probably not gonna make the game borderless. I need to figure out a release build. Then we need to figure out what we're going to do with the resources, get some info for the logging, do a save game. Config options, I think I'm just based on the fact that this project has gone on for quite long now, I might just make the config options a text file rather than it making a whole menu. I don't think there's much value in me making a whole menu system. I might just have it toggleable from a config file because it's it's a game, but a little bit basic. Toggle debug lines, done that. What's that doing there? And then levels and ship it. I don't think we're going to get down to 3. I'm aiming for the end of the calendar year rather than for the end of a full year of doing this. I think this project might go on for a little bit longer than a year. But I'm aiming to be wrapped up by... It'd be nice to be wrapped up by December, take a bit of a break over Christmas, and then come back in the new year in January with a new project. But we'll see. Anyway, right, I'm going to have a beer. And I will see you all Sunday for some more OpenGL and C++ fun. Catch you later.